Mario games are often known as having the exact same premise. Fight Bowser's minions, defeat the world boss, find out the princess is in another castle, rinse and repeat until you defeat Bowser and save the princess. While that is the basic premise behind the majority of Mario games, the story within these games could not be any different. In this series, I will be going over some of the stories behind these games, and although they will be mostly based in fact, you can expect some theorizing along the line, should the occasion call for it. With that in mind, I'm your host 24Kevin, here for 24Kevintendo, and here's the story you might not know of Super Mario Bros. Super Mario Bros. Was released in 1985 for the Famicom or NES, and set the premise that would be used for years to come. Due to memory constraints, the one thing we can learn from the text of this game is that the princess is in another castle. Luckily for us, Nintendo used to include manuals with their games that helped explain some of the controls and the story for many of their games, something that I think has been sorely missed in recent releases. Thanks to this booklet, we actually find out even more about this game than you would think. One day, the kingdom of a peaceful Mushroom Kingdom was invaded by the Koopa, a tribe of turtles famous for their black magic. The quiet, peace-loving mushroom people were turned into mere stones, bricks, and even field horsehair plants. And the Mushroom Kingdom fell into ruin. The only one who can undo the magic spell on the Mushroom people and returns them to their normal selves is Princess Toadstool, the daughter of the Mushroom King. Unfortunately, she is presently in the hands of the great Koopa Turtle King. Mario, the hero of the story, maybe, hears about the Mushroom people's plight and sets out on a quest to free the Mushroom Princess from the evil Koopa and restore the fallen kingdom of the Mushroom people. You are Mario. It's up to you to save the Mushroom people from the black magic of the Koopa. That's right. You were killing innocent Mushroom Kingdomers this whole time. For what? Points? Psychopaths. All of you. Anyways, one interesting thing to note in this booklet is that Princess Peach is the only one who has the power to save her kingdom, and is probably only being held back by some inhibiting black magic. Look at that! Nintendo was always trying to push female protagonists. Another thing that people seem to get wrong about this story is that you face Bowser, known as King Koopa in this game, on 8 separate occasions. Well, if you manage to reach these battles while having the Fire Flower power-up, you can see that Bowser will become a Goomba, a Green Koopa Troopa, a Buzzy Beetle, a Spiny, Lakitu, Blooper, and a Hammer Bro. From this we can infer one of two things. Either Bowser has used his black magic to transform his minions into a less powerful version of himself, or he simply gave them a Bowser suit that's used in the Mario Party series. Now, while the first answer is probably correct and the most likely answer, I personally prefer to believe the latter, because thinking of Bowser sewing individual costumes and then handing his soldiers flamethrowers and hammers to try to trick Mario makes me laugh. Onto the sequel of the game. No, not that one. That'll come later. The Lost one. The Lost levels never received an official release in North America, so an official manual was never released and I couldn't find a translation online. However, we can refer to the booklet from Super Mario All-Stars to see what we missed, and... What? It's the same thing? Now that's just lazy writing. To see if I could get an even better description, I decided to refer to the All-Stars manual for the Wii. Unfortunately, this pretty much gives us even less details, as it says the Lost levels take place in a Mushroom Kingdom under even tighter control by Bowser's forces. I figured there had to be something a little more to this, so I actually referred to the Mario Wikipedia, and on it, it said that the Lost levels actually takes place in a parallel world. Now, the reference on the Wikipedia page actually takes to the Virtual Console website for the Wii U and Super Mario Bros. 2 in Japanese. By translating the page, we get a new description of the game that says, "This work is a story of a new adventure of Mario and Luigi set in the parallel world of Super Mario Bros., Kingdom of the Mushroom Kingdom, struck by a family of large turtles. The principal of the Kingdom of Mushrooms, Princess Peach, is the only one that can return the Mushroom Clan that has been converted to rocks and bricks by magical power. Mario now stands up to rescue her in the hands of the great Satan Koopa and revive the Kingdom of Mushrooms." Okay, so that translation is a little rough, but the one thing we can gather is that Super Mario Bros. The Lost Levels is in fact taking place in a parallel world. This is similar to how Super Mario Galaxy is in a parallel world to Galaxy 2. Now, since this phrase is used in different games, I think it's safe to assume that there are parallel worlds in the Mario universe. In comic lingo talk, it's similar to how Bruce Wayne is Batman, but in Flashpoint, his father takes up the mantle of Batman himself. One little tweak in the timeline and bloop, you have yourself a brand new universe. I guess this is some of the clearest evidence we have to there being some semblance of a Mario timeline, but that, dear viewers, is a conversation for another day. Well, that's basically the information we have behind the original Super Mario Bros. It begs the question, how does Mario and Luigi reach the Mushroom Kingdom in the first place? Well, if we look back to the original arcade Mario Bros., while working on the underground sewers of the New York pipelines, Mario and Luigi are attacked by crabs, shell creepers, and fighter flies, all of which have appeared in future installments of the game. But how did they get into New York? Well, if I had to theorize, I would guess that Bowser sent all these minions after Mario and Luigi after discovering they were the only ones who could stop his ploy to take over the Mushroom Kingdom and free Princess Peach. After being attacked, they would have known that more creatures would be coming for them still and decided to take the fight to the Mushroom Kingdom itself by traveling through the available warp pipes. It's kind of ironic when you think about it. Had Bowser not sent those creatures after Mario and Luigi, they never would have discovered what warp pipes were and never would have found the Mushroom Kingdom. They would have allowed Bowser to rule uncontested over the entire lands, and we probably would be playing Bowser Kart and Bowser Tennis these days instead. Ah, what could have been. Although this game is still viewed as simply Mario saves the princess by most, this lore proves that there's always more than meets the eye if you're willing to look for it. And if you know where to. That's all the time we got for today's episode, though. Leave a comment down below and let me know what you guys think of the series. Let me know what games you guys would like to see in the future. You can leave a comment down below, let me know if there's a series, a specific game, any story you'd like to know from behind a video game, as long as it's based on the story and not everything from behind the scenes. For everyone here at 24KevinTendo, I'm your host, 24Kevin. See you guys next time. Hope you had a great day. Bye!